Yes, sir. You already know we in here vibing. Got Jeff Stones in the building. You already know we on our last segment, man. We been in here big vibing, talking off camera right now. And you know, right now, Jeff, you know, let the people know right now how you keep in touch with your fans. Like, what's the way how you preview records and like get responses from your home team, like your main audience that you always rock with. Like, let me throw this tease out there and see. You know how we got the close friends or whatever, like throw the tease out there just to see if they vibing it.
Instagram, Jeff_Stones.
Yes, sir. Jeff_Stones.
I always preview unreleased music through the stories. I do get a lot of good feedbacks, a lot of interaction through there. Twitter, Jeff Stones Music. Facebook, search Jeff Stones, and I'm at your front door knocking.
You already know, like that. So I want to let the people know you explained that you graced the same stages as Bone Thugs, and you did songs with Pastor Troy. Is it any other things that people might, and they don't have to be as famous like Pastor Troy and Bone Thugs? Is there any other people that you networked with before that just basically was just like hot in the hood, or you had got a feature from a local hood star, or people just you networked with and just got a big response as well?
One that will always like stick to me for as long as I'm doing this is DJ Ent.
Okay.
Okay. You know, he's one of the ones that through a conversation that helped transition who I am today. Mm-hmm. You know, the team, we met him at a meeting group with Crazy Bone.
Okay. Shout out Crazy Bone.
Yeah. So, and you know, Hayes was like, "Yo, Jeff, come over here, DJ Ent here." So it's like me, you know.
And for the people who don't know, DJ FN, you talking about the one on Drink Chops, right?
Yeah, on Drink Chops with Notorious.
Okay.
So, you know, Hayes was familiar with one of EFN partners and stuff. That led, you know, that led the door right there for me to like to stand right next to EFN. So it was like the moment I got with him, I asked him a question about it was a segment I think T-Pain had how much money it takes to really push a single and stuff. Right. So I asked him like, "Yo, does it really take that much money?" And then he was like, "Nah, not really." Right, but you know, if
you got that budget, it helps.
It's not even a budget. It's if you have that look for it,
right? Then
you want to put the money behind it. And I was like, "What?" I was like, he said, "Yo, you do music?" I'm like, "Yeah." What type of music you do? Like hip hop. He said, "Of course." He said, "But if you would have told me R&B, I would have looked at you like you lying." And I was like, "Whoa!" Like he said, "No, I'm not trying to like." Whatever, but it's like your music has to match your image.
Right.
When he said that, I was like, oh, now I get it. And then it's like when it matches your image, you become more comfortable to talk about it freely.
Right.
Without having to stagger over stories or stagger over explanation and stuff. Like it comes off flowing because this is who you are. Your music is yourself, and yourself, you're presented to the music. So, you know, with that conversation, like, it will always stay stuck with me and everything. So, it's like, for that, I was greatly appreciated.
So, is music a form of therapy for you? Like, therapeutic?
Of course. That's where I release everything at. You know, somebody might get a conversation with me if, you know, pour 2 cups of tequila, like, I'm going all out.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, times, you know, I think, like, the misconception of me, like people will hear like this interview and be like, "Yo, I would love to talk to Jeff," but if you really face to face with me, I'm not really talking.
Right. Yeah, if I don't know you, I ain't gonna want to socialize with you. You gotta get to know me for me to start opening up. So you pause.
Yeah, it's a fact. You know, I always have a third eye towards everything. But yeah, music is definitely.
I mean, I feel like the world we live in, not to cut you, the world that we live in, you gotta keep your guard up too, to know that these some good people. I could, you know, be myself and explain or talk. Because sometimes you don't need to talk around people because people gonna misjudge you and you don't get cool.
Loyalty is probably one of the hardest tasks a human trait could probably do.
Right.
You know, even animals will betray you, but that's how easy betrayal is. Off of jealousy, how fast a friends will quickly switch on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This dude dropping this voice. He my dog, but you know I want to borrow that car, fuck around and crash it, and then. Want your daughter to be okay with it, like nah, you know what I mean? Like the respect's out the window and everything. So betrayal, disrespect is the easiest shit a person could do. The hardest thing is like is loyalty, to stay loyal.
Right.
Third eye towards everything.
So we already know you dropped How Stress Part 2, following up from the Part 1, you was letting them know about a new mixtape that's coming up now. So you can say it one more time for me.
Rather Be This Is 3.
Rather Be This Is 3 coming soon.
Yes, sir.
So what's the follow-up with that theme? Like, what song got you in that mind frame before the project was even finished? Like,
Growth.
That's the name of it?
But Rather Be Distant?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it started off.
Like, I'm saying, like, what particular song helped you name it and get in that whole mode? Because you know how sometimes when you record music, you get a certain song and you're like, all right, I'm going to base this whole project around this song. And I even came up with the title name of it because I made this song.
I had a song called Can't Save Me.
Okay, Can't Save Me.
Yeah. It was a moment where I was, contemplating suicide for a brief moment.
Right.
It was something I was in and out of.
Right.
Not wanting to be here, but wanting to be here for my family.
Right.
Not wanting to be here because, from financial issues, friendship issues, then loved ones passing away. Like, for me, being this young is like, no one's really taught me how to cope with stuff like that. My mom didn't prepare me.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Of when someone so close to you passes away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like a lot of us don't get the recipe or the info on how to cope with
life in society. Like we don't.
And that's why mental health is so hard in the Black community or just the poor neighborhoods, period, because, everybody battling and dealing with a lot of trials and tribulations, like you said earlier.
Yeah, when my best friend died.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, my best friend, when he died, my mom never hugged me. She started judging me.
Right.
And then, from that was, I just learned how to become, I come accustomed to the death.
Yeah, you turn iron, you turn stiff, like I can't really vent to nobody really.
But I really want to cry.
Right.
I really want to cry the whole life out of me.
Yeah, man, when your homeboy passed away, man, it's alright to cry, man. Men cry too, man. It's just that everybody expect the superhero that you said earlier. You wearing the cape so much, you think like, oh, how could I have the cape on and still cry? But you can't. Because real people do real things, and crying is a real thing. Yeah, so
the record Can't Save Me, that's what started this whole Rather Be Distant, era for me.
Right.
Of if starting that song Can't Save Me, like what if I create 6 more songs that leads to that? Not leads, but that also relates to it, of how I really truly feel.
Right.
Because before, like, I was creating songs for like I had pop records,
all type of shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Exercising your versatility.
Yeah, this project was like the first project where I really got to like really express how I really truly feel.
Right.
Then I'll explain my shit later. Mm-hmm. So like that for me, it's like that's when it comes to Rather Be Distant, that's my baby.
Yeah.
Like I nurture that. Mm. Then King Devil's Playmate was like hearing that beat. And it's like, man, like I think that was for me. That was the first time I took a trap beat, and the lyrics is still deep.
Deep, right?
It's still very, very, very
so
deep.
Bouncy, like hanging out. It's
to
more
the point like I hear it in the club, and I be seeing people moving. Trust issues through the roof, and it won't come down.
Yeah,
but it's like you don't trust issues through the roof, and it won't come down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Some deep stuff.
Yeah, like the whole song is deep, but the beat is so uplifting. It's like, I know how to get you.
Right.
And then Rather Be Distant 2 came, song called Intoxicated. Crazy record. Yeah. Beat is crazy. I perform it, people go crazy, but the lyrics is deep.
So, do you, I know you say that you will ride around and listen to the beats for a while, so do you ever have moments where you freestyle or punch in, or do you
acapella?
Acapella?
Yeah, I keep the beat, like the tempo going in my head. Right.
So do you, you always have your music ready before you get to the studio? You never...
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't waste no time. The greatest practice is having equipment at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I don't have any expensive equipment.
Yeah, but you got the pre-record.
Yeah, I got a pre-record.
You got enough to get a decent sound set up.
Yeah, and like I could tell you, like my iPad, probably over 500 songs.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. We all started from out the closet, moving the clothes, pushing them down, something just to get that song recorded.
Like this year alone, I did 125.
Okay.
But High Stress 2 only has 6 songs.
That's good. Sometimes you need less songs so they can really pay attention to them.
Yeah. So
you say Intoxicated. That was a hot one too, everybody. So
yeah, that was a hot one off of Rather Be This Is Too.
So explain, how do you feel to the viewers out there when you're getting the feedback from these songs that you just mentioned? Like people tapping in, different people saying they like Intoxicated, they liking this record, they liking High Off Stress, they
like when they tell me that they love this record, it's gonna sound crazy, but if you tell me for High Off Stress too, you tell me you love the record, Need Me Like Good Weed. The crazy part of me is I'm going to create something to step on that.
Right. So you always matching your last track where you try to top the energy.
I gotta do it way better.
You gotta do
10
better.
times better.
Come harder.
Yeah, I gotta do it 10 times.
And you ain't in competition with nobody else. You in competition with yourself.
Oh, yeah, man. They say your biggest motivation is yourself, and your biggest letdown is yourself.
So how has it been like exercising, like harmonizing, singing on the hook, and then rapping the verse part?
With that, I listen to Bone. Like to get the vocals
right
impact, like how I want to like
and synchronize, like
how I want to sing it and everything. Then I'll go to TLC. I'll listen to Crazy Sexy Cool. I'll go to Fan Mail, listen to that, especially T-Ball's voice, where her voice is raspy, but how she mellows, how she flows. I dip and dive in between both of them. Yeah, man, we over here at Higher Voltage, vibing on the higher frequency, man. We had Jeff Stone in the building, man. Let the people know where they can find you at, Jeff. Yo, find me on Instagram, Jeff_Stone, Twitter, Jeff Stone's Music. Y'all already know High Off Stress out right now. He out on all platforms. Please go stream Jeff Stones on all platforms right now. Mr. NMB running the streets, man. You already know we in here, man.